Hello, my name is Muriel Vinson, and I am pursuing a master's in somatic counseling psychology at the California Institute of Integral Studies. I first met Ebede about a year ago he was teaching our academic writing class for a fellowship that I am still in the Write for the Writing Center at California Institute of Integral Studies. And he is just a wealth of information. Ever since I explained to him my research interest in the somatic effects of intergenerational trauma stemming from enslavement for African American descendants of enslaved Africans, he's just been like, "Oh, you can try. Have you read this author? Have you heard of this person? Have you checked out this article?" And every time it's an author that I've never heard, an article that I've never heard of, and so that's just really important as I aim to build my own portfolio as far as pursuing a PhD and wanting to do research in the future. So that's super awesome. And also, Ebede is just a great person. He has a wonderful sense of humor. He is super supportive and very attuned, I feel like, to where people are at, and just I don't know if it's a Cameroonian thing or an African thing, but there is like this understanding, at least for me, that I feel Ebede provides. I really feel like heard by him. I really feel seen by him and supported. And it's not every situation where somebody really takes a younger person under their wing, even if they have the resources and the capacity. Not everybody takes the opportunity to do that. And Ebede did do that with me. And I remember when we first started talking about my research interests, he was one of the people who was like, "You need to write this. You need to write it and get it published and start on your literature review. Here's some sources. And once you get your thesis, once you get the writing down, then I can help you with the next steps." So he just really was there for me and saw potential in me and had faith in my interests, to the point where he made himself available in a really supportive way that not everybody does, that I don't experience all the time. So I'm super, super appreciative and grateful for that. And also, Ebede just, in academia, there just aren't a lot of Black men, African American or African. And to me, that perspective is super, super important, because it's often strikingly underrepresented in academia. And so that's another really important thing for me. Ebede has, because of his breadth in knowledge around an Afrocentric psychology or African studies, he has a personal connection to how people are embodied in Africa. I'm talking more on an existential spiritual sense, and also can bring that perspective into a Western context as an African man, as a black man in America. And it's just very relevant to my research interests, and I think very relevant to where academia is in general, is really in need of that perspective, especially in the psychology field, but really I could say any field that's serving people, diverse people. And yeah, his insights and the connections he's able to make between the West and Africa and all the other places Ebede has traveled and has read articles from, is just very valuable. It's just very valuable to me. and I'm really appreciative and grateful. And I see myself working with Ebade in the future as I build my mastermind of people to change the world. So thank you, Ebade, for being there and being awesome and being such a wonderful role model. And yeah, that's it.